Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 6 of Katrielle, the Millionaires Conspiracy. Last time, we went on the Thames Titanic. Yeah, basically, base your Thames, your Thames operate Titanic off of the Titanic. You know, the ship that sank, many people died, very tragic event. Yeah, just base your ship off that, nothing could possibly go wrong. Statue was stolen, we found out what happened to the statue. And now we're doing this case that shouldn't really even be a case. Where basically Hastings, he came into the detective agency, and he basically he doesn't know what to get his wife for his birthday, even though he's making it painfully obvious that what he should get his wife is spending time with her, basically, especially since it's a bank holiday. Apparently it's bank holiday where it's sanctimonious to work, where basically you work on this bank holiday, you're going straight to hell, the way Katrielle and Ernest are painting it out as. Basically, you work on this holiday, you're going to hell. You're the police, you're going to hell. Basically, Katrielle, someone's being robbed, some place is being robbed. Katrielle's not upset that the criminal is robbing the place in the first place. No, she's angry that he's robbing it on this day. Yes, because he didn't consult his calendar. But anyways, let's get started, shall we? We gotta go to Chancellor Lane Corner. Let's go. Yes, even though the answer, and I will say this over and over again, the answer to this mystery, you could even call it a mystery, spend time with your wife. That's going to be the phrase of the day. Spend time with your wife.
So, let's see. Are any of these shops open? The restaurant seems to be shut, miss. Yes. Everyone wants to take a holiday when they can, I suppose.
Isn't that the Lipsky brothers over there?
Oh, yes, perfect. Alex could sell us a birthday cake for Miss Hastings. Do you think the pastry is open? Let's go and ask.
What do you have to say, little girl? What puzzles you have?
It's terrific that we have to go to school and but I wish some shops were open. I was really looking forward to going out and buying some new things. Oh dear, I hope it isn't spoiling your day. I'm just a bit bored, that's all. So what are you up to? Do you want to do something together? I'm sorry, we're right in the middle of an important errand, actually.
You could solve this entire case by just telling Hastings, spend some time with your wife.
Ooh, so you haven't got the day off then. What a pity.
Katrielle, you run your own business. You can make your own hours. You can basically say, you know what, we're going to take the day off. I'm going to take the day off. Yeah, meanwhile, Katrielle, she chooses this bank holiday like it's the Sabbath. Like, basically, you don't obey this bank holiday. You're on a one-course journey. You're on a one-way trip to eternal damnation.
What a shame. I miss the delicious smells that come wafting out of this restaurant when it's open.
It's one day, Katrielle. It's one day. You can't be without your restaurant for one day.
It's rather funny seeing all the tables empty, isn't it? It's usually so busy.
No, customers means no scraps on the board for yours truly. Okay, any puzzle? Okay, there's the puzzle. And Sherl just floating in the air. I just can't get over how they just have Sherl floating in the air. Oh, look, there's a beehive in here.
I'm impressed with your powers of observation, Sherl. I'll make a detective dog of you yet.
Why don't you make a detective of yourself and actually solve Sherl's case? I don't want to be a detective dog. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to be a dog. But yet we'll never know. There's a puzzle in with the bees as well. Okay, let's see what we got. Just pollen has been up in my area, so my eyes are really itchy and my nose is runny. Okay, with the bees. Help the bees by fixing their nest, which broke when it fell to the ground. And yet the bees did not go on an absolute rampage. Because basically, bees are the jerks of nature. I'm sorry. I know that people are like, oh, respect the bees. The bees do so much for us. Meanwhile, for me, bees hate me, okay? I walk near a bee. It's trying to attack me. It's trying to go for me. The bees go for me. The mosquitoes go for me. but dragonflies go for me. Beetles go for me. Basically, if I'm outside, I'm fair game for the insects because the insects just like going for me. Heck, I one time had this large mosquito-like insect one time. I was walking my dog, basically when she was alive. Basically, I was walking her. I was taking her out to go to basically do her business. And this mosquito-like insect was just flying towards my crotch. It's just flying towards my crotch. And I mean, this thing was hell-bent to getting to my crotch. I'm trying to back away, and this thing's just coming at me. I'm trying to swat it away. It keeps on coming at me. But yeah, the bees, basically, I'm walking near the bees. They're trying to sting me. Help the bees fix their nest with broke whip fell to the ground. The nest contains 3 types of cells: empty cells, honey cells, and children's cells. The cells are not allowed to be adjacent to another room of the same type. Press hold the A button to pick up the pieces. Okay, one of these sort of things. Okay, yippee. Okay, is that gonna do something for us? Okay. Okay, put this. Okay, it's not allowed to be there. No. No, that's not gonna work either. Okay, let's do some experimentation, shall we? Okay. Let's see. There. That's not gonna work. No, that's not gonna work either. Okay. Apparently I messed up that somehow. Okay. Okay, this is kind of weird. I could have sworn that was gonna work. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Okay. That's not gonna work either. God forbid the babies are near each other. God forbid these babies have to be near each other. The babies have to socialize. God help us all. Okay. And I think I got it. There.
This puzzle's got some bite. I ain't nothing but a hound dog.
You did it! The bee's nest is fixed and they're all buzzing with happiness. There's more than one solution, so why don't you see if you can figure out another way? No, I don't wanna. Haha! I'm buzzing after solving that one.
You see a great detective dog.
Did you put a comma after detective there? Okay, what puzzle you have going for you? Bratzy, that way will not work. But your way is stupid way.
Gosh, we seem to have caught them in the middle of an argument. Alex, Hans, what are you quarreling about?
Oh, it's you. Good, you come at the right time. We are trying to solve difficult puzzle. Maybe you can help us, Katrielle. Okay, what puzzle do you have going for you? Puzzle 111, piece of cake, yes. Okay, in the picture, you can see a cake in the shape of a number 6. You need to cut the cake in a straight line to make 2 numbers. How could you cut the cake to make the largest possible total if you were to add the 2 numbers together? What would the number be? Okay, if you were to cut it, I would say... And knowing this, it would probably be something along the lines of 10. That would be my guess. Just like, oh hey, it's gonna be 10. But basically, just my first, though, upon first look, upon first glance, it would be 1 to me. Okay, let me just check. Just check. Okay, Millionaires Conspiracy. Oh no, I may sneeze. Oh no. No, don't. Okay, don't sneeze, don't sneeze. Ugh. Had to resist the urge to sneeze right there. Okay. Let's see. Puzzle 111. Piece of cake. Okay, the number is 18 apparently. Okay. So let's just put in that number 18. Yeah, watch I somehow fail. I failed this puzzle even though I have the answer. Okay. Yes, submit.
I eat puzzles like this for breakfast. I ain't nothing but a hound dog.
You did it! Slicing the cake in half horizontally makes 2 copies of the same number. Yeah, basically, even though they don't really show you how thin the cake is. It looked very thin. It looked like a wafer cake to me. Is that even a thing, a wafer cake? Wafer cake. Okay, apparently a wafer cake is a thing. But oddly enough, it's not like a thin wafer. It's an actual thick wafer. Okay, what happened with the music? What happened with the music? Don't do this to me, game. There we go. This is why I'm listening to this. I'm doing this for you. But really, I thought it was a very thin cake. I didn't know the thickness of the cake. Okay, but anyways, then using 6, okay, makes 2 copies of the same number, then turning 6 around gives you 9. Ah, now I am seeing the answer. No, yes, very tricky. Ah, especially this way of cutting cake is not good. It makes me uncomfortable. It's cursed, exactly. You don't think to cut a cake like that because it's just not natural.
So what are you both doing here today?
No, Bratzi and me, we are going out.
Oh, so the pastry isn't open today then?
Try sounding a bit louder, Pinstripe. Maybe they didn't hear. Then why are they just standing outside the bakery arguing? Don't they have other areas to argue? Were they banned from the public parks?
And what about the Elizabeth Tower? Is there never any maintenance work to carry out on the clocks or Big Ben on Good Wednesday?
I tell them that I should be running maintenance, but when I tried to go there last year, they tried to have me executed. No, yes, sometimes, but I just o'clock gallery yesterday. Today is no work day. Bratzi and me never have all day at the same time, so we arranged from a long time ago to do something together. Yes, arguing over a cake puzzle.
Well, that sounds lovely.
No, yes, I am sure. I am thinking about staying at home for relaxing instead. But Bratzi wants to go out, so Bratzi must go out.
Sometimes it's nice to just stay in, isn't it?
What are you doing today, detective? You want to see us for something?
No, yes. We're doing a favor for Inspector Hastings. He's in a bit of a tough spot.
No, yes, careful cat, it's catching.
It's his wife's birthday today, you see. But he's been so busy solving crimes that he hasn't got her a present or a cake or anything.
No, yes, this man is too busy. Always running around like chicken without head. We are very grateful to Inspector. Maybe there is something we can do to help. Like tell you to tell him to spend time with his wife. Seriously, just spend time with your wife. That's all you gotta do, Hastings. You can say yourself. But yet here we are going on this grand mystery tour.
No. Oh no, we wouldn't want to inconvenience you. We're just on our way out, aren't you? I'm sure we'll manage something, don't worry.
Good luck. Please buy interesting and fun gift for the Inspector's wife.
Thank you, we'll do our best. I hope the two of you have a fun evening together. Well, it looks like a cake isn't going to happen either, so we'll have to just think of something else.
Why don't you bake a cake? Don't you have ingredients? Unless, of course, the grocery stores are all closed. In that case, just screw the people. Oh, yeah, just, you couldn't buy your groceries until the day. Just, sorry, you're not getting food. You're eating moss in the park.
I wonder how the inspector's getting along with the case he was called to, though. Even if we manage to find a present in time, it won't do if the inspector himself is available.
Don't worry, Ernest, they probably caught the guy, but since the courts are all shut down, they're just executing him in the park. Yeah, basically, they have a public hanging in the park. Yeah, basically, you steal on this most hallowed of bank holidays, you get executed. You get the hangman's noose.
No, that's true. Perhaps we should go find him and let him know how we're getting on.
How will we find him, though?
Do you know where he is? Let's go to Scotland Yard, and if he's not there, we can ask where to find him.
Okay, second clue. They already said it! They just said the answer right there! Second clue! Second clue of the case! Spending time together! Basically, you've got the ideas. The gears are grinding in your head, Katrielle. It's already there. It's already there along with basically spend the day with your wife. It's there. It's plain as day. It's plain as day, but yet we have to get 6 clues because there's this grand investigation that we gotta go on. Katrielle's acting like she's solving the greatest conspiracy. Tell the guy to spend some time with his wife. It's not some grand conspiracy. Spend time with your wife. That's probably what I'm going to name this. Yeah, hopefully the character will let me name this when I actually upload the video.
Gosh, you don't suppose that Scotland Yard is closed today as well, do you? Of course not, Ernest. Criminals don't take the day off, so neither can the police.
Yeah, frankly, knowing Katrielle, basically, if she had her way, any criminals on Godswin's Day, they get executed. They get hanged in the park. They get an example is made of them. Their heads are chopped off afterwards and put on pikes so that line Scotland Yard. So that way no criminal ever dares steal or murder or do anything on this most hallowed of bank holidays. No rest for the wicked.
I wonder if Inspector Hastings is back here already. I do hope he's managed to get to that burglar. We could ask the Bobby outside the building if he knows.
Yeah, it's your puzzle.
Hello there, what are you doing outside Scotland Yard? I was trying to sell my papanos, but they said it's not allowed because it's a bank holiday.
What is with this bank holiday? The guy wants to sell his papanos. He wants to sell his papanos. That's what gives him joy in life. But here we have it where basically you're not allowed to sell because it's the most hallowed of bank holidays. What is this authoritarian bank holiday?
Oh dear, poor you. You know, I had a letter from my family in San Grillo, and they sent me a new puzzle.
What next? Are we gonna get what's next? Are Ernest's knees gonna be bashed in because he solved a puzzle on this most hallowed of bank holidays? Okay, let's do this. A long conversation. A man and his partner are having a strange conversation. The man says to his partner, "It was our 17th anniversary on the 30th of June last year, and it will be our 10th anniversary next year. What was the date they broached this topic? Select the boxes and put the month and day. The anniversary in question happens once per year, every year, no more and no less." Okay, 7th anniversary on June of last year, and 10th anniversary next year. Okay, gotta think about this, Okay, I have to think. Okay, sorry about this. My mind is absolutely frayed. Okay. Yes, this one is going to be... It's going to be the 31st of December. Okay. 31st of December.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Thank you. You did! The date changed in the middle of the conversation, continued into the next year. So they started the conversation on the 31st of December in the year of their 8th anniversary.
Puzzles like that don't take long for me to work out.
Yes, truly the paragon of modesty, Katrielle is.
Wow, you are amazing! Maybe you are so happy you want to buy a papano.
And then Penny gets absolutely and then Penny gets arrested for daring to even think about selling anything on this most sacred and hallowed of bank holidays.
Oh, I would, but it's Good Wednesday. Sorry.
The guy just wants to sell you it. Just say no if you don't want to buy it. Don't use the bank holiday as this excuse, Katrielle. The guy just wants to sell his papanos.
I see you don't have the day off, even though it's a bank holiday, PC Beat. And I went quite right, miss. Good Wednesday means nothing to us coppers. But we all knew what we were getting into in this game, so no complaints. Keeping the public safe is our #1 priority, as you know.
Gosh, what a noble attitude. Though, frankly, I mean, wouldn't they just have it where just they get the day off compensated to them just on different days, just having different shifts of officers? I mean, I don't think that they just have this one guy. This one guy is the only Bobby in all of London. Every block is his beat. Every area is his beat. Rolly from Greatest Attorney Investigations, he would weep at the sight of this guy's beat. Everywhere is this guy's beat. Every sidewalk is his beat. Every corner is his beat. Every house is his beat. That is why his name is Beat.
Gosh, what a noble attitude. Not that I'd say no to a lion if the opportunity presents itself, of course. I am only human. But the good people of London come first. We must have our priorities straight.
Meanwhile, if it was up to Katrielle, there would be no hospitals, there would be no services. The entire city would just be shut down.
Well, I think you're doing a wonderful job, officer. On behalf of all Londoners, I thank you. Haha, you're too kind, lad, too kind. It's words like those that help me beat the alarm clock in the morning.
Now I'm imagining Pete just whacking it with his nightclub, knowing that he lives in this world with Katrielle.
I don't suppose you know if Inspector Hastings has come back to the yard yet, do you? I do apologize, madam, but I've only just arrived at my post, and I have yet to see the inspector today.
We go into Hastings' office, and we see that there was never any robbery. He was just in his office watching television. That go hit on everything coconut!
Professor Hastings, we were under the assumption that you were chasing a criminal.
Oh, well, excuse me if I'm spending this time earning a living for my family. Sometimes the remote gets stuck, the buttons get a little stuck. Sometimes it slips in between the cushion of the couch of my chair, and then sometimes my butt itches really, really badly.
Oh, well, perhaps there might be somebody inside who knows. Yes, let's go in and have a look.
Yes, let's go in. Okay, in we go. The reception area.
Oh, it seems busier in here than ever. No sign of Inspector Hastings down here, though. Perhaps he's still out chasing that thief.
There's the detective who came to find the old super snitch before. Look.
Yes, you're right, Sherl. Well, if he's here, perhaps the inspector's back after all. Let's go and ask him, shall we?
Okay, they in here? Okay, anything? Not the most comfortable bed in the world, but it'll do.
I think these sofas are for people who are waiting to be seen. Blue sofas for the boys in blue. How fitting.
Anything of that plans? Okay, this could be a puzzle. No, it's not. Roman relief. Okay. Thank you for the ink coins. Okay. Yes, okay, there's the puzzle.
Hello. Unbearable timing as always, Miss Layton. Oh, do you need me for something, Constable? Indeed, I did, and I do. There was a chap in here not long ago, and he left this puzzle behind. But it's got me all tied up in knots. I can't make any sense of it whatsoever.
Okay. Puzzle 114, a brother's homecoming. Two brothers left home for school at 9 o'clock in the morning. The older brother came home at 6 in the evening. But when did the other brother return? The younger brother came home later than the older brother. Select the correct answer. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, the younger brother came back later. Okay. Okay, so it can't be this one. Okay, 9 o'clock in the morning. 7 after, okay, 7 hours after leaving the house. At 6 in the evening. Well, watch how it is 5 o'clock, just because it's like, oh, it was, the space-time continuum shifted. It absolutely shifted, just destroying everything. Oh my gosh, it is actually 5 p.m.
I've seen how to solve this now. And that's how it's done.
You did. The brothers came home on different days. The point of this puzzle was to realize that the younger brother could have come home the following day after a school camping trip, or the like sneaky. They don't specify that that's a potential possibility. They don't specify that field trips were a potential thing. How do I know that the brothers, basically, what if it was a multi-grade camping trip, and the brothers are both there, and the one brother just decides to sit back at school?
Look at that, you certainly gave the little stinker short shrift, didn't you? Ha! Well, constable puzzles are my specialty. You could teach me a thing or two when it comes to puzzles, Miss Layton. A thing or three, in fact. Hello there, oh yes, Miss Layton. Sorry for interrupting you before. Not at all. So, did you manage to get the culprit in that break-in that was reported? Well, according to my notes, yes. I was called away to another incident before it was resolved, so I can't tell you much, I'm afraid. Inspector Hastings is back, though, in his office, I believe. Does that mean he's already solved the case? Well, let's go find him and see how he's getting on.
Okay, let's head in. Office time. Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever. Going.
I hadn't noticed it before, but there's a photograph of Inspector Hastings' wife here, look. She looks very happy in this picture, doesn't she?
It's the only thing in this room that isn't covered in a layer of dust. Okay, let's see. Anything? Okay, ink coin. Okay, no, that is not. Okay, something's here. Okay, puzzle. Look at that. I just wagged my tail against the chair and a whole cloud of dust billowed up into the air.
That's not just dust, Sherl. There's a puzzle in there, too. It was your tail that found it, Sherl, so why don't you polish it off?
Pizza preferences too. Piping hot pizza has just been delivered, so it's time to get it on the plates. Pronto, it's been pre-sliced. Okay, we already know how this works. No eggs, basically give the... Okay. Yes, each child has a particular plate. Just take the toppings you don't like off the pizza. Just take the toppings off the pizza. Okay, so anyways, we got that one. Okay. Let's see. Eggy boy doesn't want that. Okay, there's more bacon slices, so... Okay, so we'll basically give you one. Okay. Tomato girl isn't gonna have one either. Okay. I'll start off by giving these two their pizza, because God forbid they have any sort of difference in that regard. Okay, there's 5 there, 4 there. Okay. See, 2 here. 1 for you. Okay, Tomato Girl is going to have something else. Okay, these two are going to get their own there. Okay. Okay, that's not gonna work. With topics that will read. Okay. Let me think. Okay. Have to think about this reasonably, have to think about this logically. Okay. Okay, let me just get rid of all these. Okay. Let me see. Okay, tomato. Okay. Okay, this one goes here. Okay, egg goes there. Okay, the bacon slice goes over here. Okay, second bacon slice goes here. Okay, egg. Both of the eggs go. Okay, 2 egg goes. Okay, that was the wrong one. 2 egg goes here. Okay, 1 egg slice there. 1 egg slice down here. Okay. This one goes down here. And this one goes here. Okay, they got the exact same amount of pizza. There we go.
This puzzle's got some bite. They can call me
Just pick off the toppings you don't like. And frankly, who gets an egg on a pizza? Who says when they see a pizza, oh boy, I want to put an egg on that? You did it. Can they really eat all this pizza? No, they cannot. They're just little gluttons. Well, that's the puzzle taken care of. Time for a nap.
Not likely, Sherl. We have things to do.
Just tell Hastings. Spend some time with your wife. We have everything we need.
Ah, DC Booker was right. The inspector's back. Look.
Okay, hello. Have you been here long? I've only just gone back myself.
No, we just arrived. Did you manage to catch your man?
Of course, we a little help from jail public, but we nicked him all right, and we lynched him in the park. It was a beautiful spectacle. The children are beating his dead corpse with sticks as we speak. He's like a piñata to them.
Well, that's good news. What sort of help?
Well, he was a slippery critter, this one, and quick on his fins. He ran off into this park, you see. But because his good one died, the place was packed, so I had an idea. I shouted out, that fellow's a thief, and with that, all the people in the park went after him, and they lynched him because he dared to steal on these boats all over the bank holidays. They soon had us around it, and then all I had to do was slap the cops on him.
Gosh, that really is helping the public, isn't it?
Yeah, we have lost him otherwise, I think. Yes, and then yeah, and if Hastings would have lost him, they went to Katrielle to find him, and it would have required her to basically find 6 clues. Exactly 6 clues. Anyways, more importantly, have you come up with a principal Miss Hastings yet?
Not yet, I'm afraid, Inspector. As you discovered for yourself, everywhere is closed today.
Make something for your wife. Spend time with her. Do something with her. Oh, I had a nasty feeling that's what you'd say.
Don't be defeated, Inspector. It's not over yet. We still have time before nightfall.
Yeah, but there's no hope of getting a present, is there? Every blaming shop in the city's shut. And if you're so desperate to buy something for your wife, just let her know. And just basically tell her you'll buy something for her tomorrow. Just apologize. Say, hey, I've been busy. You mind if I buy? I'm really sorry. I regret it. You mind if I buy something tomorrow for you? And it's too late to go through. Try spinning further feet now. I don't see what I could do. Spend time with your wife. Let's say it with me now. Spend time with your wife. Spend time with your wife.
It's too soon to give up. There may be other ways of preparing a present that we haven't thought of yet. We'll keep thinking and looking out for something that Felicity would like.
But thanks, Kate. Bites me while you're going such a large trouble to help me, but I appreciate. Because Katrielle has an ego, and she will not pass up any moment to receive praise.
It's quite simple. I'm doing it because I want to. I want you to bow down to me. I want you to worship me as the goddess of detective work.
Blimey, you sure you ain't too nice to be a detective guy? Oh yes. Meanwhile, Ernest is not receiving any payment whatsoever, and Sherl is basically being enslaved to work for Katrielle. There is no kindness here. Anyways, what have you got in mind? Where are you going to find present, eh?
Yes, I'm starting to think the answer doesn't lie in the shops, but I have an inkling that someone I know may be able to help.
Oh, who's that then?
All in good time, Inspector. Oh, I need to head over to Gildo now.
What the heck, Katrielle? You have to get the mayor to help. You have to get the local government to aid in your quest to just find a gift for a guy when you could just tell the guy, spend some time with your wife. What are you gonna do? Just tell the mayor basically, oh hey, we need to fake a murder to get Inspector Hastings out of the country. Do it. Find some way to do it. Gidle?
Yes, although I can't promise that person in question will be there, of course.
Yes, because the mayor isn't working. The city's shut down. Basically, it's anarchy. Okay. Alright, well, it's just down the road, so I'll come along with you. Public support. What, do we need to hire a crowd to tell Katrielle? Tell him to spend some time with his wife. Like I said, this is one of the more infuriating cases in the game, because basically, you just consult with the first two cases, spend time with your wife. It's not like this is grand mystery, I'm sorry. This isn't even a case at this point. Okay, anyways. Let's go. Guildhall time. What's happening? Why is it not responding? Okay, there's the music. Yeah, even the music cannot resist this urge. Okay. Anyways, let's do this. Let's talk to you.
Oh, hello. Hello, Miss Tate. I believe, isn't it? Are you working even on Goodwin's Day? In that case, you're going to jail. You're going to jail for dare sullying the sanctity of Goodwin's Day. Oh, no, I don't think so. Oh, then why are you here?
But just that deadpan look on Ernest's face, it looks like he's about to go ham on this girl for even being near her workplace on this most hallowed of bank holidays.
Well, yes, I was on my way home from visiting my grandma. Ah, that explains it. I thought it was rather queer to find you here. Are you, working? The bank holiday, I mean? Well, sort of, yes. But it's not exactly work as such, but... see. Well, I hope you managed to find some time to, relax. You're as busy as the mayor.
Oh, yes, Katrielle and her... Yes, and Katrielle just sloughing her cases off to go to restaurants and search for durian-flavored popcorn.
Is the mayor in today? Oh, let's see. Yes. I think I saw her heading into her chamber. I passed here this morning. So she's probably in there working now, I should think, maybe. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have to be getting along now. Of course, thank you for your help. I had a feeling Piper would be here even today. She's so devoted to her job, that woman.
And not to mention, her job isn't the kind of job that she can just take off willy-nilly. The city doesn't just shut down entirely for this one day. Public services need to be in place. Yeah, basically, just screw the fire department. There's a fire.
How dare that fire burn on Goodwin's Day? That fire is a sin.
So we're here to see the mayor, are we?
Yes, I'm sure she's going to have some great advice for us.
The only advice I could imagine her giving is spend some time with your wife. Interesting idea. Alright then, let's see what she suggests. Better yet, why don't we just get Ratman to give her a visit, basically. Give her some balloon animals, or I don't know, whatever he would do. The baby's a puzzle. Basically, Chance had sex with a Rubik's Cube, and it produced some baby. The puzzles are sentient beings. They can produce offspring. They can sire forth life.
Oh, Mr. Chance, what a pleasant surprise. Are you out on a stroll?
I'm glad I bumped into you, Miss Layton. I bought some baby goods the other day, and there was a free puzzle with them. I know how much you enjoy this sort of thing. Here, it's all yours.
$116, Sandpit Dice Dilemma. Some children have been rolling dice around a sandpit, leaving patterns in the sand. Now the imprint from one side of a particular die has been obliterated. So, whose die made the mark? There are 6 designs used on the sides of the dice, in each die is exactly one of each design, but every die is different. And now I am burping. Hooray. Okay. Let's see, in the sand, now the imprint from one of the sides has been completely obliterated. Okay. Okay, there are 6 designs used on the sides of the dice, and each die is exactly one of each design, but every die is different. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there's a diamond up there. Okay, is there a diamond on the block? Nope, no, I'm not seeing a diamond. Okay, though they're not really being specific. Yeah, chances are it's B. That kid looks like he's shifty, like he's planning something. Okay. Let's see. Okay, apparently it's D. It's this kid.
To solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
Okay, let's see what you got. You did it! The clover design was the key to this puzzle. Okay. 92 puzzles.
Aren't you lucky, my little munchkin? You got to see the detective solving that lovely puzzle, didn't you?
Ah, your baby's very cute. I can see why you're infatuated with him.
It would be impossible not to be, wouldn't it? I don't understand how they come out looking so adorable.
Personally, I don't mind babies to be all that adorable. I don't know. There's just something about them that just doesn't look all that appealing. I'm sorry. They're just so pudgy.
Do you understand it, my little cutesy wootsy? Do you? Do you?
Mayor's chamber.
Hello, Piper. Oh, she's not here. Perhaps she's gone home already.
God, oh, blessed. I was really hoping she'd be able to save the day. By what, telling you to spend time with your wife?
I wonder where she might have gone. Ah, I got it. I know where she'll be. Really, Miss Ware? Just a stone's throw from where we are now. It's one of the mayor's favorite places. I can't think. What do you mean? Do you remember looking out over the city lights with her before, Ernest?
Ah, of course, the balcony.
Exactly. Let's have a peek outside and see if my instincts are right.
Okay, any puzzles?
Judging by the appearance of her desk, I think we can deduce that the mayor was indeed here working today.
That's a different stack of books than the ones we saw here before. She must actually read them.
Festivals of the world. Ha, I say, the mayor really does live a good knees up, doesn't she?
Puzzle time.
There's some sort of victory trophy over here. Look, do you suppose it belongs to the mayor? It looks like a sports trophy, doesn't it?
Sports tournaments, festivals, it's all the same kind of thing.
Ooh, I know an interesting puzzle around a sports tournament, actually.
Race to the finish. Okay, 5 people are talking about a race they ran. They started off the race in A, B, C, D, E order, and then one person sped up and overtook 3 people after one after another. Then one of the other runners overtook 2 people, and after that, the order did not change. When they crossed the finish line, E was ahead of D, and D was ahead of A. Okay, gotta move the icons. Okay. Overtook 3. Okay, so we know that A is not in first. Okay, so basically one person overtook 3, and then basically went after another, and then one overtook 2. So basically, we know that it can't be that basically it can't that basically the 3 person has to be at least C, whereas the 2 person has to be the 2 person has to be at least C, and then so basically we can easily cross out. So basically, in terms of first place, we can cross out A and B. Okay, so yeah. After that, when they crossed the... Okay, E was ahead of D, and D was behind A. Okay. D was behind A. So in that case, D was in second place. D moved up 2 places and was behind A. Okay, so D, A. Okay. E was ahead of B. Oh, sorry, D was ahead of A. I'm getting things mixed up. 1, 2, 3. D was ahead of A. Okay. E was ahead of B. 1, 2, 3. Yep. E was ahead of B. Okay, E was ahead of B. Okay, let me just make sure my order is right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, D, A, E, B, C. Yeah, I actually got it right on the first try. I thought that one was going to give me a hard time.
I have a feeling that perhaps... Thank goodness I got that right.
Okay, thankfully I'm good with these sort of puzzles. You did it! Let's go over what happened. They started in the A, B, C, D, E order, then D overtook 3 people, so the order changed to D, A, B, C, E, then E overtook 2 people, so the order changed to D, A, E, B, C. Okay.
Very good, Ernest. Perhaps you could trip into the next time there's a sports tournament on.
Oh, yes, because as we all know, puzzles equate to actual sports skills.
With you, miss, would you into 2?
Now, if Katrielle was standing at the finish line and was willing to give Ernest a compliment for coming into first place, Ernest would be running so fast that basically he'd be breaking the time continuum. It'd be like the Flashpoint paradox. Ernest would be like the Flash. He'd just be running and then just boom. He's just zipping into an alternate reality in which he's actually respectable.
I think I'll just be in the crowd cheering you on. Well, in that case, I'll definitely take part whatever the event.
Balcony. Okay, what puzzle do you have? Okay, another clue. Hurrah.
I thought we might find you out here, Piper. Katrielle, you obviously know me very well already. It was a simple case of deduction, actually.
It was a simple matter of looking out the window. It was.
I already had an inkling when we stepped through the door into the mayor's chamber.
You did? I never noticed any giveaway signs or anything. She's bluffing, Hastings. She's bluffing.
Once I saw that the chamber was empty, then I just knew.
I'm gonna need to tighten up this ottoman. It's starting to get loose. What's it with screws getting loose when basically you put your feet on something? You just knew. You just knew? So you didn't deduce anything then? It was just a hunch.
Yes, it was. As I tell you, Degree Inspector, hunches or inspirational insights are part of a good detective's toolbox.
Yes, Katrielle, but it can't be your only tool in the toolbox.
I'm sure that's what makes you so good at your job, Katrielle. You have wonderful instincts. Thank you, Piper. You see, Inspector?
Yes, well.
So, Piper, what are you doing out here on the balcony? Oh, I was just mulling something over. I just came out here for a change of scenery. It's a puzzle, actually. Could you help me solve it?
Okay, let's do this. Mystifying months. From left to right, we have person A, person B, and person C. Based on their comments, figure out each of their birth months. C was born 2 months after me. A and I were born exactly 6 months apart. B was born in the month whose number is 3 times bigger than mine. Okay, yes, we know about numbers. Okay, we know that B was... Okay. Okay, in that case, we know that C was not born in December. Okay. Okay, gotta think about this. Curse you, math puzzles! Okay, I think I got the order. 12, December, June, and here we go.
This should do it, I think.
February! Yeah! Best birthday month, because it's my birthday month. You did it! Happy birthday! Whose birthday might it be today? Let me check. Okay. April 14th birthdays. Okay, let's see. Famous birthdays. Whose birthday is it today? People I know. Okay, let's see if there's anyone I know who's born on today. Okay. Let's see. I'm not seeing anyone. Okay. Well, no one I know. Okay, let's just get going. Sorry about that, I have to just set this out.
So that's the trick. Well, I never would have thought of that. Thank you. Oh, it was nothing really. Praise me. Now I can get back to looking at all those papers. You're working hard, I see, even though it's a bank holiday.
The city just doesn't come to a screeching halt, Katrielle. There are services that need to be maintained. Basically, it's not like the entire city could just shut down.
Oh, it's not work, really. I enjoy reading through documents like this. Piper, it's me you're talking to. We both know that's not true.
Katrielle, what are you planning to try to get this woman executed in the park along with that one thief?
Well, you're all working even though it's a good Wednesday, aren't you? Those long faces don't look like they belong on people on a social call.
That's not a long face, that's a smug face. The
thing is, it's Inspector Hastings' wife's birthday today, you see. How dare she be born on Good Wednesday? That's why she was born in a dumpster, because the hospital wouldn't help her mother give birth to her. But because of the bank holiday, he can't find anywhere open to buy her a present.
I'm embarrassed to admit, but I've been so busy at work, I clean forgot.
You forgot, Inspector. Shame on you. It's only once a year. Birthdays are very important, you know.
So what, are we gonna execute Hastings?
Birthdays are a time to celebrate your arrival in this wonderful world of ours. You should always be the center of attention on your birthday. It should be the happiest day of your year.
In that case, you haven't seen my birthdays. One birthday I had, basically. One birthday I had back in 2014. There was a massive blizzard that day. So basically, I woke and it took the power out. So basically, I woke up freezing. No electricity. No way to cook my daily egg. So basically, pretty much had to improvise. Basically, had to heat it up on a car. Because yes, I need to eat my egg. I don't eat anything else pretty much, and I couldn't make toast. I couldn't just eat a piece of bread. So basically, having to heat it up, made it all dry, and then and I was freezing, and not to mention the only thing on that day was hanging with Mr. Cooper, and I don't like that show. So basically, there was no victory for me that day.
Honestly, a husband should never ever forget something so important.
This man is running ragged, trying to protect the city. It's not like he works a 9-to-5 job. How did you even get into office? Yeah, basically, Mayor Lowinda, basically, her campaign. Crime takes a day off when it's a wife's birthday.
Even if you somehow persuade your wife to forgive you, I won't.
How did you even get into office? Yeah, really, I can just imagine Katrielle blackmailing the mayor with this during re-election. Forget your wife's birthday? You will not be forgiven. Mayor Lowinda, you make a mistake, you will not be forgiven. Forgiveness is for the weak. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. Worshipful Mayor. What is wrong with this town? Katrielle, you're a bad influence on people.
Haha, that's the Piper I know. Deeply passionate about all kinds of festivity.
Show the man some slack on this most hollowed up bank holidays.
Yes, I am.
I've tried, you know. I've been running around all over the city today looking for a present for my little lemon. But everywhere's short.
It doesn't look like it's going to be possible to buy a present today, which is why we've come here to see you, Piper. Why me? Well, because I know you're always thinking of what people need and what will make people happy. Isn't it right?
Spend time with your wife. Spend time with your wife. Kumbaya. Spend time with your wife. Spend time with your wife.
I thought of all people I know, you'd be most likely to come up with a good idea for a present. Well, I'm flattered that you all thought of seeking my advice, yes. It seems to me, Inspector, that you are approaching this the wrong way. You've been intent on finding a present for your wife.
Spend time with your wife. Spend time with your wife. Kumbaya. Spend time with your wife. Spend time with your wife. Kumbaya.
But the truth is, material things don't make people happy. Not truly. Yes, I suppose the Riverside Festival is a good example of that, isn't it? It's not a material object, but it certainly makes a lot of people happy. Exactly. So I suggest you stop thinking about a present and start thinking about what would make your wife happy.
Spend time with your wife. Say it with me now. Spend time with your wife. Spend time with your wife.
Yes, that's brilliant advice. Haha, well, I can see that you know what I'm talking about, Katrielle.
But, hang on, a birthday without a single present? That can't work, can it?
I think perhaps the inspector needs a little more time to catch on. He's not very good at understanding women's feelings, to be honest.
Just spend time with your wife. It's not like this grand mystery. You even hinted at it at the start of the case. Or observe here, you know. It's no use. I've had it. I never got anything, and the day's almost over. Oh yeah, Katrielle, like you're one to talk about women's feelings. I don't see you as a woman. You're a girl.
You won't solve your problem with that kind of attitude. Don't get so worked up and just try to relax. Tell me, what do you think about from the view from my balcony?
We're jacking the balcony. Just jack the balcony. Boom. Birthday present achieved.
Oh, well, it's beautiful, really. How about you, Inspector?
The view, at least if any crimes going on down there, it's too far away for me to see it.
I think it's stunning. It's beautiful in the evening sunlight, like now. But at night, it really comes alive. Yes, you showed me the view from here over the lights, city lights once, on the night of the Riverside Festival. It was breathtaking, actually. For some reason, however, tired I'm feeling, looking at this view gives me a new lease on life. It gives me the energy I need to keep on with my work. And at night, when I look at each little pinprick of light and imagine that's a family living in my city, it makes me just want to do everything I can to be a better mayor. It makes me feel like a god among these ants. They are ants to me. They are just mere insects before my mighty gaze.
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it is a bit more than just a view.
That's right, isn't it? Isn't it? Why don't you all just stay and watch as it gets dark? It won't be long now.
I wish I could, but time isn't on my side today.
No, that's a shame. I'm sure if you could afford the time, it would do you good. Perhaps you'd even think of a good idea to please your wife. Well, thank you very much for the advice, Piper. We've got some thinking to do now before the evening is properly upon us.
Okay, next one. We still need two more. We still need two more clues to just sell him. Spend time with your wife. Spend time with your wife.
I feel like speaking to Piper has given me the speed of an idea, but it's not quite formed yet.
The seed, not the speed.
Don't worry, don't give up, miss. This is a tricky case, but I know you can solve it.
What is wrong with you, Ernest? Just tell him to spend time with his wife. It's that obvious. They even mentioned it right there. Don't forget it. Everything's upon us already. We basically run out of time.
Oh no, Inspector. It's too soon to throw in that towel. You owe it to your wife to keep on trying until the last possible moment.
No, look, I appreciate everything you've done. Giving up your day off to help me. It was more than just It was already evening. It was already evening when this happened. It wasn't like this was an all-day thing. You just came in at the evening. Unless on Goodwin's day, it's perpetually sunset. It's the perpetual sunset. Not even the sun can work. Katrielle is ensured that not even the sun is allowed to work on this most hollowed up bank holidays. But dearly the other day, I can't leave my poor little lemon alone all bleeding day, can I? The sad thing is, I'm always thinking about her. I wish I could have made her birthday special like she wanted. Then why didn't you, I don't know, spend time with your wife? But I've only got myself to blame. Looks like I'll just have to go home empty-handed. Don't waste any more time on me. Go home yourselves and at least enjoy what's left of the day, eh?
Inspector. Gosh, poor man, he looks smaller than usual somehow, don't you think?
I feel like we let him down somehow. Let me just check something. Let me just check something out of curiosity. Okay, let me see. Okay, Professor Layton. Hastings. Let me check. Okay, let me just see if they have this information. Okay. Okay, they don't have a height description. Okay, didn't know if they were going to give a height description for him. But yeah, but if he's 5'6", that's tall. It's very tall. And I'm not saying that because I'm 5'6".
If the man himself has given up, though, I think we better just head back to the office.
Just tell him to just spend time with your wife. I'm sorry if I keep on hammering that in, but it's not like it's this great thing. Oh, this is a Katrielle, Layton!
Hello, Dean Delmona. What a pleasant surprise bumping into you here.
I'm as surprised as you are, yes! Who's this old mophead?
This is the Dean of Greenseller University, sir. He's an old acquaintance of Miss Layton's.
I wonder if our meeting like this was actually inevitable.
What do you mean?
Well, my granddaughter sent me another puzzle, you see, but it's got me stumped. I can't think of anyone more likely to be able to solve it than you, Katrielle, except maybe your father, but he's not here because he knows he should be in a better game. He's smart like that. He predicted that this game would be lackluster at best, and he was right. Funny fractions. The professor has written a sum on the board. The right on the left expresses the fraction on the right. In that case, what number should go in the empty space on the bottom right? Okay, express the fraction on the right. Okay. 110. Okay. You divide out the zeros. Okay, the answer I believe would be 1. The answer I think is 1, but I just want to double check. Because I never know with this game. I never know what this game is plotting. Okay. Let me check. The number 100 should go in the empty space, apparently. Okay. Fine. 100.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
You did it. The writing at the top says 10%. Basically. Which is 1 out of 10. And the writing on the bottom says 1%, which is 1 out of 100. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that was a percentage sign. I thought that was a 0. I thought that basically it was a variable of O. This is what happens when you try to bring advanced math into a Professor Layton game. Heck, when I first played Curious Village, here I am whipping out the calculator and using Pythagorean theorem, using sines and cosines to basically crack the angle puzzle. Thank you, that was marvelous. My little angel will be so pleased.
I'm so happy I could be of assistance to you, Dean Delmona.
You don't look like your usual cheerful self, Katrielle. Is something on your mind?
You're very perceptive, Dean. Actually, I'm a little stuck myself. I'm working on a very difficult case.
Oh, could it be the fact that, it couldn't possibly be, yeah, it's too bad it's not one of the important cases, like, where's your such as, why is Sherl a talking dog, or, where's your father?
Well, perhaps I can help. Why don't you tell me about it? Do you know Inspector Hastings of Scotland Yard? Well, it's his wife's birthday today.
Oh, yes, I've certainly heard of him. News of his exploits is always in the papers.
Yes, well, the thing is, he forgot it was Miss Hastings' special day, and he failed to get her a present.
Oh, dear, that's a predicament. We have to lynch him in the park. Hang him from the biggest willow tree.
We've been trying desperately to help him find something, but we've drawn a blank. She'll be disappointed if he doesn't even manage to rustle up a present for her.
Yes, I see. But listen carefully, Katrielle. Presents are well and good, but they are not the be-all and end-all.
That was a lot of alls. I didn't quite follow.
Haven't you heard the expression, it's the thought that counts? Really? Why do we have to spend this long just to get to the point of spending time with your wife? That doesn't mean thinking about a present necessarily. It's thinking about celebrating together. About all the things his wife does for him. About how much he loves her.
Firstly, I'd say telling the woman how he feels about such things would be far more valuable than any gift could be. Yes, telling her how he feels about her. Gosh, it's all very romantic, isn't it, miss? And, oh god, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, it's gone. Or maybe not. Thank you, Dean. You give me something to chew on. Well, good luck, young lady, and don't give up. Your father wouldn't, would he? Yes, that's why he gave up on this game. Layton just ascended to another planet. I'm not going to be in this game. I'm not going to be in this game. Sorry. Katrielle, I'm not going to be in this game. Be gone. I'm not going to be here. Katrielle, I'm not going to be in this game. I'm sorry. I refuse. I'm not going to sully my good name with this game. You can have it, but I'm not going to be here. Anyways, I was off. Do show your face at the university sometime, won't you? Don't give up. Well, I don't want to, but this certainly isn't easy. We're more or less lost. We've more or less lost the last of the daylight now. Time's up, isn't it? You mustn't neglect yourself, Miss Layton. You need to put your feet up sometimes. Why don't we go back to the office now? I just feel like I'm on the brink of a great idea. What to do? The idea is to have Hastings spend time with his wife. Okay. Let's go, Chancellor Lane. How strange. What is it, pinstripes? It just feels different here somehow, even though nothing's actually appears to have changed. Do you think so too? When I pause to think about it, yes, it does feel sort of desolate. Aha! It's because there aren't any people about. That's it. Yes, you are quite right. The street is totally deserted. Nothing's happened on Chancellor Lane. That's unheard of. Perhaps it's because we talked to everyone here before. Perhaps that made them disappear. What? That can't happen, can it? No, Ernest, I was only joking. There has to be someone about. Let's head up the street to the office. I'm sure we'll find some signs of life there. There's no one around here either. Wait a minute. Over there, look, there's someone. The last man standing on Chancellor Lane. Stop being creepy. I wonder why there are so few people around, though. Perhaps we should ask the man over there. Excuse me, sir. Would you happen to know why there's nobody about?
The azure symbol. It has to do with the special day that is today.
Today, well, it's Goodwin's Day.
Yes, indeed. A day of rest for all of London's inhabitants. Everyone must be home soon, safe in their houses. The children had to play back inside. Everything's still like this. Road to home. 4 children all live in different houses. They're all talking about the route they take to get home. Here's what they say. I don't have to cross a single bridge. I don't cross a bridge with a lamppost once. I cross a bridge with a lamppost once, and then I cross a bridge with a tree. I cross a bridge with a tree once. All the children are standing from different places and take the shortest route home, which is B's house. Okay. Why don't they all just walk in a straight line? Why do they have to take 5 bridges? Okay, don't have to cross a single bridge. None of them have to technically cross a single bridge because all of them have paths. All of these lampposts are just blockades. I mean, if we're considering a bridge, it's... frankly, okay, anyways. Let me just see. Basically, yes. B's house is going to be house number 4. Apparently, A can just walk in a straight line to go home. Okay, anyways. B, house 4.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
You did it! Each child's way back home is marked on this plan. It's getting pretty dark already. Time to get back home quickly now. Only some of those bridges are lit. None of them technically have to take a bridge. I'm glad you solved that in time. It seems you aren't aware of all the traditions of Good Wednesday. What, that if you're out at dusk, you get lynched?
All the traditions? What do you mean?
This is a day of rest, a day when no work is to be done. But that is not all this day dictates. Whatever fun thou hast by day, come evening tide, go home to play. That's the old adage of Good Wednesday. You mustn't forget it. Look around you. Others haven't forgotten, have they? Begone, home with you, lest you break an important tradition.
Come evening time, go home to play. I'd never heard of that little rhyme before.
Well, it explains why the streets as dead as a dodo.
So at the end of Good Wednesday, everyone is at home. That's it. I got it.
Okay. Good Wednesday evening. The Grand Conspiracy. The grand answer. Spend time with your wife. Okay. Solve the case, yes. Get me out of here.
This present mystery is history.
You've come up with something, I don't believe it. Spend time, have Hastings spend time with his wife.
I'll explain everything later, Sherl. For now, I need you and Ernest to do something for me. Anything you say, miss. Anything at all.
Fine, I'll bite. Although Super Snitch doesn't deserve it. He's always calling me a her, me a she.
Thank you. Listen carefully and do exactly as I say. What are you going to do, Miss Layton? I'm going to go and fetch the inspector.
But it's too late, surely. It's over, isn't it?
Not at all. It's just about to start. The present I have in mind will only work after dark anyways. Never mind that for now. Just follow these instructions, please.
It looks so pretty.
Nice, isn't it, love?
Not so many lights tonight. I suppose most people are asleep. We haven't come here for donkey's ears, have we?
Huh?
What? Oh, did you do that for me?
Well, you know.
And to think I was annoyed with you for not getting me a present this year. Honestly, you. Oh.
I think he was doing a pretty good job with Take Her to the Hill. And he did that on his own.
How to repay you. You really saved my bacon. Just look at all those lights, eh? Blimey.
It didn't look like he was in that much trouble. Basically, just going to the hill. Heck, you could have just said, go to the hill. Just, that would have earned you enough credit. I mean, she looked happy with the hill alone.
Actually, it's thanks to you that so many people agreed to turn on their lights like that tonight.
Thanks to me.
In order to spell out the words, we delivered notes to 186 separate households. This is what I wrote. We are asking you to turn on all your lights when it gets dark at the end of bank holiday. You'll be helping to deliver a message for one of London's most faithful servants, Inspector Hastings, CID.
You what?
Everyone who turned on their lights tonight did so as an expression of gratitude to you, Inspector, for all your hard work and devotion to your job, for keeping us all safe.
Yes, by going to Katrielle for all your mystery needs.
Well, I don't know what to say. Thank you, London. And thank you, Kat. Riel. Let's not forget, Pinstripes and I were the dog's bodies that actually posted all 100 and...
It was a labor of love. Real, look at those soulless eyes on Ernest. Really, those eyes are just devoid of life. He just sold himself to, basically, his mind is dedicated to breathing and simping.
My poor Paul.
What the heck, Katrielle? You know that Hastings can't understand Sherl, but yet you're stomping on this poor dog's paws, as if to basically say, "Know your place, slave!"
Miss Layton, a parcel's arrived for you from Inspector Hastings.
Ah, a little thank you, perhaps. Oh, what's this? One of my Little Lemon's homemade cakes for you to say thanks for the other day. Enjoy.
Gosh, that does look good.
And knowing Katrielle, she will eat it in one gulp.
Oh, wait. He's written more on the back. It's our wedding anniversary coming up, so you might want to get thinking about that. Ha! Who does he think I am? Katrielle Layton, private detective and party planner?
Frankly, knowing Katrielle, with how she is, she would plan everything about your party at the very last second.
And so Inspector Hastings celebrated his wife's birthday with her in style. The Battle of Hastings was won and not a single eye lost. But next time, Inspector, plan your own parties or you'll get one in the eye from me.
Oh yeah, you were the one who kept on doing it. You could have said no, Katrielle. You could have just said no to him. Little bit of lemon, new meal, passerby, hound in the hound. Okay, anyways, this next case, we actually get Ernest's origin story of how he met Katrielle. We don't do this at the beginning of the game. No, we do this to the third to final case of the game. This is one of the last cases in the game, basically. We're down to the last 3 cases, basically. We could have done this way back when in case 1. We could have done this in case 2, even before case 3. But no, they decided we're going to save it for case 10, because apparently just knowing how Ernest met Katrielle is less important than birthday, boat, the haunted house, durian-flavored popcorn. Okay, let's do this. Ernest is having a very bad day. He's implicated in a serious crime on his first day at Green Hustler University. Yeah, basically this guy is a university student. So basically we're assuming that Ernest is around 18 years old and he's basically just living on his own. No expenses. He has all his expenses. He has to pay for heat, electricity, all that tuition. Wait, I don't think England has a free university system, does it? I need to check it up. I need to check. England. Okay, college tuition. Let me see. Okay, yes. According to topuniversities.com. Okay, basically. So they do have tuition fees. So basically, in terms of the UK, it's basically as of 2017, it costs around £9,000 per year for university. Meanwhile, Ernest, where's he getting this money from? And basically, we learned that Ernest isn't exactly swimming in cash. And basically, Katrielle's not paying him. He's spending all his time simping for her. So what is Ernest doing? How is Ernest paying for amenities? Okay.
hello, Sherl.
Oh, there you are, Pinstripes. I was beginning to wonder what happened to you.
Miss Layton asked me to stop off on my way and buy some things for her. Tea, of course, this fashion magazine, and a snack for later on today.
Okay, this is really sad. When basically we had to learn about your origin story of how you come to simp for Katrielle by you simping for Katrielle. We're not learning about Ernest's backstory because we're interested in his character. We're learning because we want to know why he's such a big simp, why he's the world's biggest simp, why he's the king of the simps. He's the Olympian of simps. He's the Heracles of simps. Be in the dog's body again, eh?
Isn't Miss Layton here yet herself?
She's gone out already. She said she'd be back late.
Oh, what a pity.
She left a message for you, though. Do you want to hear it?
Of course. Gosh, this sounds awfully important. My palms are starting to sweat.
Ernest, you are down so badly. Basically, there's rock bottom, then 10 layers of sadness, then more rock bottom, and then you. Alright then, if you're sure you're ready. Ahem. Ernest, while I'm gone, tidy up. Seriously, Katrielle? You're not having him clean the office, and you're not even paying him. Frankly, Gumshoe from the Ace Attorney series has more dignity than Ernest. Because at least with Gumshoe, he's at least getting some type of payment. He's getting some kind of respect. Meanwhile, with Ernest, there's no respect. There's nothing. Gumshoe is at least getting paid a penny, maybe. But at least he's getting some sort of monetary compensation for his work as the detective. Meanwhile, Ernest is basically just free help.
Is that it?
Afraid so. Not quite what you were expecting, eh? I feel your pain.
Oh no, it's quite alright. I had a suspicion it might say that. So, where shall I start, I wonder?
It's rough being the underdog, eh? Having to tidy up after your boss because she's so terrible at it.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, sure. She's not terrible at tidying up.
The office is not tidied up. Ergo, she is terrible at tidying up.
She tidies when she wants to tidy, but when she doesn't want to tidy, she doesn't. She's just being true to herself.
Ernest, you're in a toxic relationship with Katrielle. You need to get out of that stat. She's just being true to her selfishness, you mean? She's never wanted to tidy in her life, so Muggins has to do it. Amen.
Well, that last part may be true.
Anyways, there's something I've been meaning to ask you, Pinstripes. This is the perfect opportunity.
Oh, what is it?
What are you doing? Why do you work here as Kat's assistant? You aren't even getting paid. You aren't even considered the assistant, Katrielle, for the first several cases.
I don't need an assistant.
She doesn't even pay you, does she?
No, she doesn't. I work here because I owe Miss Layton a debt of gratitude.
Yes, you get enslaved. You sign the contract, you sign on the dotted line, you're forever indebted to Katrielle. It must be a big one. What happened?
It's when I met her for the first time.
I'm listening.
I was being investigated by Scotland Yard.
Investigate? You? Come on. Do you think I was turned into a dog yesterday? We don't know that because we never investigated that. The importance of being earnest. No, there is no importance in being earnest. No one wants to be earnest. No one likes Ernest.
Inspector Hastings had summoned me to his office. There had been a theft, you see, and I was the prime suspect.
Ernest Graves, you did it, didn't you?
It wasn't me. I'm innocent, Inspector, I swear.
Don't give me that sunshine. I know it was you who broke into Dr. Holmes' laboratory and nicked his research papers. Admit it.
Broke into? No, I didn't. There's some terrible misunderstanding.
Wait. Basically, we've established that in... Basically, the Professor Layton crossover with Phoenix Wright established that the Professor Layton series takes place in 2019. Basically, at least after the events of Unwound Future took place in 2019. Meanwhile, basically, this game takes place sometime later after that. And yet they don't have computers. Put your paper on the computer. Copy it with a copy machine. Xerox it.
Broke into? No, I didn't. There has to be some terrible misunderstanding.
So you still gonna deny it, are you? There are witnesses, you know. You were seen sneaking in there. What more evidence do you think I need to put you come clean, sunshine, or things are gonna get ugly?
But I've only just started Greenseller University. Why would a fresher like me? Oh, Greenseller University.
And so began a long relationship simping at first sight. Why do you think you're doing it, bullshit, here when I'm interviewing a suspect?
I can't believe you brought this poor man here, Scotland Yard.
You what?
You can't accuse people without carrying out a proper investigation first.
Unlike you and your hunches, Katrielle?
It sounds like the only evidence you have is circumstantial, that he was at the scene.
Well, that's a good starting point. Who are you chicken little so-and-so?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm Katrielle Layton.
Well, I don't care if you're the Queen of Sheba. You don't come down here and start interfering with police business. If you've got a complaint about the way we do things, you follow proper procedure and solve this puzzle. Caught for speeding. There's a line of 5 cars driving along the road, and they are all breaking the speed limit. The next day, the 5 drivers go to the police station, but only 4 of them are charged with speeding. Which car was the one that was being driven by the person who was not charged? Okay. Breaking the speed limit. Yeah, watch out, it's car 1. He was stopped completely. Okay, let me just check. Let me just check to see if it's car number 1. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, car 4 speeding. Okay, apparently it's car 5.
I've seen how to solve this now. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Oh yeah, what was the police? You did. There was a patrol car chasing the speeding drivers from behind. You cracked it, Way. That's a job for the books.
Any puzzle solved, that's my motto. Unlike Scotland Yard, which needs to be any blame absolved.
Blimey.
Inspector Hastings, sorry to barge in, sir, but it's nearly time.
Oh yes, of course. I'll go to boy that green cellar. Thanks for reminding me, Constable. Right, Grace, it looks like you're off the hook for now. But you're still at the top of my list, sunshine, as soon as I get more evidence.
Oh no, please! I can't go to jail! I'm too soft and vulnerable! I'll be made into a prison bride for sure!
Come on then, PC Beats, let's get over to the university.
Yes, sir. You're free to go then, sir.
How can I make them believe me? I didn't do it! Well, they're gone now. They said you're free to go too, so why don't we get out of here?
Oh, well,
Unless you'd like to stay. Oh, golly, no. Then I suggest we leave now before the inspector comes back. Yes. And that's how we were thrust together. How the heavens conspired to make us meet. She was like a goddess of destiny in my eyes then.
okay, reception area.
Thank you for helping me before, I'm Ernest Greaves. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Ernest. The pleasure is all mine, Mr. Layton. I must say, it's jolly good of you to believe in me. That I'm not a thief, I mean. Oh no, I just couldn't abide that loudmouth inspector's sloppy detective work, that's all. Oh. I wouldn't like to say if you did it or not, but I didn't do it. It's that case about the stolen papers, isn't it? From the professor at Greenshell University. Yes, that's right. Somehow I seem to be a suspect. But you didn't do it, honestly. No, honestly, I didn't. Please, you have to believe me. Well, Ernest, if that is your real name, you don't look like a thief or the sort of person who tried to deceive others. I'm not. I really haven't done anything wrong. So you're a student at the university, are you? Yes, I've only just enrolled though, but somehow I've already managed to get myself into an awful fix. I've always seemed to have the most dastardly luck. Only this morning I fell down a drain in the street and got bitten by a dog. I see, a walking calamity, you might say. Well, your luck may have just changed. I'd intended to go to Greenshell today anyways. If you come along with me, I can do what I was playing there and prove your innocence en passant. En passant? Oui, en passant. Unless you'd rather not, I do not interfere. Oh no, I mean, please do interfere. That is, if you really think you can prove it. Of course, right then, let's go. Now, yes, right then. Miss Layton made it seem like proving my innocence would be as easy as falling off a log. So I went along with her, hoping desperately that she was right.
You got a puzzle? Dearie me, I wonder what's afoot. I just saw Inspector Hastings rushing off somewhere.
Do you know the inspector? What sort of a man is he?
Oh, well, I only know what I've heard, of course. They say he's very passionate about his job, and that he can be rather overbearing at times. But that's just because he can't abide lawbreakers of any sort.
Haha, yes, overbearing fits the bill rather well in this case.
Okay, I got the hiccups. Okay, hiccups gone.
But I haven't broken any laws, though.
Frankly, I could only imagine how Ernest would respond with Qilong Lang. I could just imagine how Katrielle would respond with Qilong Lang. Yeah, Katrielle.
You can't blame this guy.
Oh, what is... Oh, you think I can't? Well, Langzy says, I do what I want. And then Katrielle just gets arrested too. I've also heard that he can be a little slow sometimes. I've also heard, though this is just between me and you, that at home his wife rules the roost, as it were. Oh, listen to me, I don't like to gossip, you know, but when people ask, still, I don't tell anyone I told you, will you? Any puzzles?
This is supposed to sign in here, I believe.
Or, okay, get a puzzle.
Hello, madam. I don't suppose you lost a puzzle. We've had one antidote into lost property, but not being able to solve it. We don't know whose it is. Well, I see. Well, I could solve it for you if that would help. Really, that would be most helpful indeed.
Okay, in that case, I'll solve this puzzle, and then basically I think it would be a good time to end things off, because it is starting to get a little late, and I do need to go to bed early, because, well, it's going to be a very late day for me tomorrow, and I mean very late, to where I'm not even going to be getting to bed until around 3 in the morning. So yeah, I'm going to need to get to bed at a decent time. Inverted triangle. Here we have a board made up of lots of small regular triangles. If you cut the board in two, you can put the two pieces together and make one big triangle. Select the joins between triangles to draw a line showing where to cut. If you are not allowed to flip either of the pieces over. Okay, let's do this. Okay, to make one big regular triangle. Okay, I have to think about this, Okay. The line should be right here.
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
You did. You made one big triangle. All you had to do was cut off the 5 tiles at the bottom right and place them at the top left. There you are, solved.
Well, thank you, madam. Thank you, Carly. Let's see. This looks like a name, I think. I'll get in touch with the person concerned and inform them we have that puzzle here at the yard. Most kind of you to help.
Not at all. It's the public's duty to help the police when they can, after all.
Okay, and with that, I think now would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you I'm getting my outros mixed up. Anyways, I really appreciate they came by to watch the stream. It was great having you, and I hope to see you next time. If you like the stream, consider following if you haven't already, and with that, I'll see you next time. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do as they want. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye.